Hey guys, it's the Keto King here. Today I have a fantastic recipe for you. We're going to be making some keto chocolate muffins. Now the best thing about this recipe is that it could not be easier to make. You simply combine the ingredients, mix, put it in a muffin tin in the oven just for a few minutes and you're done. Oh, and did I say that they have some amazing chocolatey goodness? Yep, these things are amazing, so let's get going to making these keto chocolate muffins. The ingredients you'll need to make these keto chocolate muffins are a sweetener of your choice. I'm using xylitol, some unsweetened cocoa powder, eggs, some powdered peanut butter, baking powder, almond butter, vanilla extract, some coconut oil. You can use some butter if you don't have coconut oil, then some chocolate chips of your choice. But these are in fact optional. And that's all you'll need. Let's get right to it. And because this is so quick to make, preheat your oven straight away at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so grab yourself the biggest mixing bowl you can find. Then we're going to start in by adding 8.4 ounces or 235 milliliters of almond butter. That's roughly 1 cup. We're then going to add 2/3 of a cup of a sweetener of your choice. Now I'm using xylitol here. I'll chat about the xylitol now, but as you can see, it's quite powdered. So what I've done is, all you need to do if you don't have powdered sweetener, just pop it in your blender, really just for a few seconds, blend it up and take it out, and it comes out this wonderful, fine, soft, powdery texture like this. That's what you want. It just takes away that grittiness in the actual sweetener. Then going to be adding in 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Again, unsweetened cocoa powder. You don't want any additional sugar added to it. We're then going to be adding in 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter. Now I don't use this a ton because it's not entirely macro friendly, but this is only a small amount. It's not terrible in terms of macros, but it's really only 2 tablespoons worth. The brand I use is PB2. I think it's a fairly popular one, so try to take a look around, see if you can find that, or any other powdered peanut butter will work. We're then going to add in 1 tablespoon or 50 milliliters of coconut oil. Now I put this in a container in the microwave for around 30 seconds just to get it into a liquid state like this. If you don't have coconut oil or don't want to use this, butter is perfectly fine. Use the same quantities and simply add it in. Melt it in the microwave first, add it into your mixture. Next, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And lastly, we're adding in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then lastly, we're going to be adding 2 tablespoons or 1 ounce of water. Alright, now we're going to take a hand blender and just mix this up. Now that everything's nicely incorporated, we're just going to add 2 eggs to the mixture. Give it one last mix with the hand blender. Oh man, and look how good this looks already. Okay, and look how nice and thick this is. Now for your chocolate chips, what you can do is absolutely fold them in here so they all get wonderfully encased in this dough, and then they melt when they cook. Now, I think that's a great idea. Unfortunately, because these aren't the sugar-free ones, there are some carbs in here. So what I'm going to do is put this batch and this dough in the muffin tin, and then strategically place a few of these on top as opposed to pouring a whole bunch in the batter. But it's up to you. You can do either. Move that aside for a minute. And we're going to grab a muffin tray. Now, we're going to be making mini muffins. We should get around about 18 or so out of here. If you want to make regular size muffins, you can. You should get about 12 or so. Again, if you don't have a muffin tin like this, I'll put a link to where you can get it from Amazon. Alternatively, I'll also put a link to a silicone muffin tin or muffin tray, I guess you would call this, like this. These are really good, non-stick. They just pop out. You just pop them like that when you want to get them out of the oven. Really quite handy. I enjoy these. I'm looking to get a bigger size one of this silicone muffin tin sometime soon. But because we're doing 18, I'm going to use this one. Grab myself some non-stick spray. Just going to give everything a small coating. What I then also like to do is grab some paper towel and just rub in each of the holes. I find it gets rid of the excess non-stick spray, but while still retaining that non-stick coating over the muffin tin. Now all we're going to do here is divide this batter evenly between the muffin tin. The batter is quite thick, so you may need the assistance of another utensil, but it's as easy as that. Just go around, pop them in. Don't get too pedantic about it. Just fill them up as many as you can. Then once evenly distributed here, you just want to make sure it's spread all around the muffin tin. Again, don't get too pedantic here. No need for it. It'll eventually just bake itself out into the shape of the muffin, but just give it a general shape of a muffin. 18 seems like a really good number. Then we can grab our chocolate chips. Again, these are optional, guys. Sugar-free are the best. Obviously not adding to the calorie content, or the carb content, I mean. But instead of folding them in, what I've decided to do is just simply pop them down like that and push them into the muffins. We don't want to be increasing the carb content of these keto chocolate muffins too much. So I'm just going to add a few, between 1 and 3 in each, and do that for all of them. And there we have it, guys. That's as easy as it is. Next we have to pop this in our preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 11 minutes. And after 15 minutes, look how amazing these look. But they're still a little soft and wet on the top. You can see the sides look a little bit more done. So I'm going to put this in for a little bit longer. Let's go another 4 more minutes. Okay, so for another roughly 3.5 minutes longer, these look good to me. Look how amazing they look. I'm just going to leave them on this cooling rack to cool fully, and then we'll give it a taste test. So here they are the next day, once they've cooled down completely and taken out of the muffin tin. This is what they look like, and wow, they came out wonderfully. I did have some issues with sticking in the muffin tin. As you can see, some of it just stuck to the actual muffin tin. 2 reasons I think this happened. 1, I overbaked it. I think the 11 minutes itself was absolutely perfect. I didn't need to do it that extra 3 minutes. So I think the overbaking contributed to the sticking. And 2, putting it in a silicone muffin tray would likely have been a better bet. I'm definitely going to order a silicone muffin tray. Again, I'm going to put a link to a silicone mini muffin tray in the description box below. Despite a bit of sticking, this still looks amazing. And I've already tried one of these and they are so good. And I know you guys always ask for taste tests on camera, so here we go. So the inside is still a wonderfully soft muffin texture on the inside. Nothing to complain about there. So let's give it a taste. Wow, guys. These are exceptionally rich and decadent, I can tell you that. If you want to get rid of that chocolate craving or sweet tooth, these are the things to do it with. The texture is beautifully soft inside. The chocolate chips on the outside give it an amazing kick of chocolatey goodness as well, on top of the already chocolate flavor. Again, absolutely not necessary for the chocolate chips, but if you can find the sugar-free ones, go ahead and add them on. They look great, taste great. Honestly, for me, this is a little bit too sweet. I think I've personally adapted my palate to like slightly less sweeter products. So for me, I'd add less sweetener to it. It was 2/3 of a cup of your sweetener of your choice. I use xylitol. I'd do less, maybe half a cup. But again, that's something you're just going to have to adjust and tweak to your own personal preference. But either way, you can get these to exactly like you will like them, and you are going to love these. Again, serving sizes are wonderful. Nice small muffin here. Not going to kick you back too many calories. Still keeping it low carb with this, and it really just couldn't be easier to make. As always in all of my videos, the ingredients list and the macros for these keto chocolate muffins are in the description box below, so go check there if you need to find the macros or ingredients for this recipe. Like this video if you enjoyed this killer keto chocolate muffin recipe. It really helps the channel. Let me know in the comment section below how you enjoyed these, or if you have any other comments on these keto chocolate muffins. And of course, subscribe to the Keto King channel. I want you to be a part of this keto community we have going here. So what I'm gonna do now is finish off this keto chocolate muffin, have it with my morning coffee, and enjoy some happy eating. And of course, keep it keto.